This is a short video describing a film I made in the 1970s of the last steam railway. Now, there were still railways run by the Coal Board, which was government owned, but this was the last steam railway in private industry. I was wandering around North Manchester, my hometown, in 1972, when I came across a little village called Heap Bridge between Bury and Heywood. And this village was well known for its paper making. Now, I discovered between two of the paper mills and on up to British Railways was a small railway, and it was still steam operated. There was a little steam engine running around the place. Now, if you were driving through the village, you would have never noticed this. But if you looked a little bit closer, you'd see the steam engine, you'd see the spouts of steam coming up. And I was fortunate enough to have access to 16mm equipment. So I made this short film about that steam railway. And I've just recently got this transferred into digital files, and I want to show you some clips from it. What's interesting is that the sound was all recorded, mostly sync sound. And you get this ambience of this valley, this small village on the River Roach, the paper making mills all around it, and running between this was this steam engine. And these were the last days of the steam engine. The film's called The Day Stan Left, which is the day the shunter left, which was the end of the line.
Once everything was straight, it was well past starting and we had to get on. So me in one side at cab and Stan in t'other, and we were off. The railway here were just paper mills' own private sidings. We didn't get far, running about all day. It just ran from mills, through village up to main line. It weren't more than a mile altogether.
The tracks were taken up shortly after the steam engines finished at the paper mills in 1974, and the paper mills themselves closed in the early 1980s. This is an old map of the Manchester area, and you can see the city centre down here. And 8 miles almost directly north from the city centre is a small town called Bury. And then just to the east of Bury, only by 2 or 3 miles, is a small village of Heap Bridge where the paper mills were. The paper mill railway ran from number 1 mill here, along the edge of the River Roach, up into sidings here, and then reversed under the main road to number 2 mill on the other side. The railway was climbing all the time up the side of the valley away from the river. Then the railway crossed over another road as it headed away from the mills and the village, over fields to the exchange sidings with the main line. Looking at Google Map today, you can see the faint outline of the railway across the fields. The track as it went underneath the main road is still visible. Where the engine shunted and where you can see this shot of the steam coming up is now a motorhome sales business. The coal yard is still there, but it's now a tile supply store. Further down the village, the few remaining buildings of the mill is an oil supply company and a waste recycling centre. The we go round the corner and head on the road up out of the village, there are abutments on either side of the road where the railway crossed over the top, but the main part of the bridge has been removed. Paper was made in Heap Bridge for almost 300 years before it all closed down.
You had to be careful. You couldn't go too fast because at rails. They weren't up to much here.
If you like the film and want to see more, let me know, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.